Hello, I'm David Podmore. I'm Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Concert Properties Limited. We're delighted to be working with the City of North Vancouver and the community on the development of the Harbourside site.
Harbourside is a rare opportunity. There's not a lot of vacant land left to develop, especially in municipalities. We're dealing with suburban neighborhoods that require homes to be demolished and densified, and in that sense you're disrupting existing neighborhoods. With Harbourside, we have vacant land on the waterfront in a setting that's very attractive.
So to speak to single use sort of paints a one-sided picture to a place. You know, it's one use that occurs at one time of the day for one segment of the population. And so what that results in is that you have other times of the day when these uses are empty, or other times of the day when people aren't patroning that place. And so when we begin to layer on different uses and combine uses together, you get more of a 24-hour community.
Mixed-use development, what is that? Really, it's a very old idea. It's actually the appropriate form of urban development. Go to Europe, go to older places in North America, Montreal or New York, and you'll see mixed-use communities as the way that they built urban fabric. It's the correct way. And what you are immediately struck with in those places is the marvelous sense of community and the enjoyment that people have living in those places.
You know, I live in North Vancouver, and I think, you know, coming down here and seeing it incomplete and not utilized, and the service is not here, and there's no restaurants or grocery store, I think it'll be great for the neighborhood in the area to finally finish this area off and have it complete.
On such a beautiful harbourfront than it is here, being only business focused right now, it's a 9-to-5 kind of activity. So, and I think it would be beautiful to have it lively, you know, on a 24-hour basis, just the rest of the North Shore is. And how much better can it get with views of the city and having the water right there and giving the community an opportunity to enjoy it.
We would love to see the future of Harbourside involve a mixed-use community so that we had more residential involvement, so there's people down here full-time, 24 hours a day, creating a real environment and community. Currently, things are a little on the slow side. There's lots of the same faces, which we love. Our regulars are wonderful, but there isn't really a call to action for people to come down and enjoy this beautiful area.
One of the reasons why I think it's important that this development go through is because I think North Vancouver needs more vibrancy. And this is another area that's primed for that. It's supposed to be multi-use. It's waterfront. We don't have any other waterfront area we can use other than Kate's Park because it's all industrial. So I like the fact that there's businesses and residents and everyone will be coming down and actually enjoying what North Van has to offer.
This project at Harbourside by Concert Properties is something that certainly fits in line with our vision. It's a project that creates a diversity of housing, a diversity of business, and revitalizes an area as well.
I think the project on Harbourside Drive would benefit our and other businesses to be more accessible as long as there is a good traffic flow and good parking provided.
The introduction of residential development to the Harbourside neighborhood will be a catalyst to a number of transportation improvements for the neighborhood. The introduction of a free shuttle bus service between Lonsdale Quay, pedestrian and bicycle improvements along Bewick Avenue, the introduction of car share vehicles, the introduction of a centralized bike station, and a bike share program. We understand that people will continue to drive to Harbourside, and to improve the parking situation, Concert is proposing the addition of 50 parking spaces to add to the existing supply. In addition, we continue to work with the city to better manage the street parking activity that there is today. That could possibly include the addition of more street parking in the form of angled parking, and possibly introduction of parking regulations that would help turn over the amount of street parking activity that happens today.
But we are here for the long term. We're here to see this project all the way through to the end, and we have a vested interest in the transportation solutions working for our future residents, working for our future commercial users, working for the existing commercial users, working for people that use the dog park, working for people that use the park. The park is a community resource for everybody.
The Spirit Trail for Harbourside waterfront is critical. Without the Spirit Trail, This would be an open space that's valuable, but with the Spirit Trail, this is a place that connects the community.
It stretches all the way from Lonsdale Quay and beyond through to West Vancouver. And the opportunity for Harbourside as sort of a pearl on this necklace, as a way to sort of link the trail together, I think is a very fundamental thing to how we build communities.
With the recent award of the $8 billion shipbuilding contract to C-SPAN in the city of North Vancouver, it's an exciting time for industry and business as a whole down in the city. Clearly, they have a number of needs. It's a 25 to 30-year contract, which will generate significant employment opportunities, but it also creates the need for figuring out transportation and traffic management. They also are looking for an opportunity to house their own workforce within easy walking distance of the shipbuilding activities that will happen to the west of us.
One of the most exciting parts of the Harbourside development proposal is what it can mean in terms of economic benefits and contributions back to the community. Some illustrations of that are the job creation opportunities. There's a potential for approximately 2,100 permanent on-site jobs, obviously significant construction employment, and annual taxes of about $2.3 million to the municipality, in addition to an investment of over $1 billion.
Most developers build, work with us, build, and then they leave. And then if anything happens a couple of years, we can't get a hold of them. You know, it's a big fight. Or else we fight with them while we're doing it. With Concert, we haven't had to do that. We haven't had to, we could always talk, and there's always conflict. There's going to be always problems. There's going to be things that people don't agree with. There's always going to be things that happen. But the ability that they have the ability that we can sit and talk to them.
I've had the pleasure of working with Farouk from Concert Properties, and his engagement with the community is second to none. I cannot believe the lengths that they've taken to engage with the businesses in the area and the community that will be affected by this development. And I can't speak highly enough to the professionalism that they've brought to this, this process. The amount of research that they've done and the amount of time they've spent to prove to everyone that this is going to be a valuable resource is immeasurable.
With David Podmore and Concert Properties, we feel that we have longevity, trust, and commitment to the future and long-standing in our community.
Every municipality has a responsibility to accommodate future growth. The City of North Vancouver is a waterfront city. People are attracted to the water, they're attracted to beautiful cities. North Vancouver has that to offer.
One of the things that I'm really particularly proud of is Concert's excellent reputation in the community and its demonstrated willingness to work with communities where we build. It'll be no different at Harbourside. We don't pretend that we have all of the answers, but we do make a commitment to work with the community, with the municipality and others to make sure that we get this right.